Welcome to the tour of my Bay State kitchen garden. It's June 6th. I'm a little late on this tour for June, and we're starting out in a new place, on the deck. Here's some Patio Princess tomatoes that I've got in planters on the deck. Sal's hanging out to help on the tour. Here's another planter with spinach and basil in it. Spinach is about ready to harvest. Another tomato, some flowers. Over here's a new annex I've added. Some recycled wood planters with tomatoes in them. Geranium Biocovo in the front. Irises. And I've just started planting out my zucchini. Here's one of the little guys. Fenced to, I hope, protect it from some woodchucks. We shall see. Across the way is another new bed full of tomatoes. Trying to get rid of lawns, so I made this long, narrow bed along the fence. Tomatoes are really doing great here. Look at these. Awesome. All right, heading back over to the main garden. Past the flowering shrubs here, a lot of natives, viburnums and so on. Some classic bearded iris. Potatoes. Some cilantro. More tomatoes in one of those recycled planters. And of course the massive rhubarb. Just want to take a picture here of my hops. Check these out. They're really starting to grow. They're growing about a foot a day. It's great. Passing through the blueberries. More potatoes there. Big planting of potatoes. Not too many potato bugs yet. We shall see how many show up eventually. Strawberries are coming in. Starting to get some fruit. There's some spots where I've left strawberries out uncovered so that the birds will eat those and leave me others. Spinach starting to bolt there. I'll need to pull it. And I've already got some pole beans coming up to go up on my tower after the spinach is done. Chives in full flower. Over here I've got a winter squash behind the finishing romaine lettuce. Trying to really get that succession going. Sunflowers and more potatoes. Growing 5 different varieties. Bok choy here under some row cover. Hopefully keeping it from getting eaten by the cabbage worms. Peas starting up their trellis. Some lima beans. I didn't get great germination. I'll probably fill in with some other plants. Over here, potatoes underneath. A tomato in the planter. Garlic. And then once again, I'm sneaking in my young winter squash here. A lot of different varieties. Delicata, buttercup, spaghetti squash, and a butternut. Potatoes, sunchokes, more peas, snuck a tomato in there, and the purple passion asparagus starting to grow up. These are the Yukon Golds, one of the biggest plantings of potatoes. Onions starting to bulb up nicely. Got to keep those weeded. That's one of the things with onions. They can't compete well with weeds. Here's one of the strawberry plantings I'm going to let the birds share. Asparagus. Watching for the asparagus beetles, but I haven't seen any yet. I'm monitoring it. Over here, runner beans. Scarlet Emperor. Getting ready to go up this trellis. And check out the blueberries. I've won my war pretty much with the winter moths. Look at that set. Look at those berries coming along. Very excited about those. There's my protected asparagus plant, protected zucchini planting. This is going to be a cutting flower garden with some squash in it. More strawberries that have spread themselves out. Got some good salad rose radishes here. Already been picking them. Herbs alongside. Just coming up a few carrots. And more peas behind that. The arugula is growing to seed, but I'm still getting some nice lettuce leaves from underneath, some nice tender leaves. More rhubarb. Look at the color in there. And these are the strawberries I'm saving for me. I'm going to fight for these a little bit. Every day I'm going to check them, lift this off. Really going to enjoy them. Hey Sal, what do you think, buddy? Pretty cool. That's the tour of my Bay State kitchen garden on June 6th, 2014.